The sun rises slowly over Heartland, painting the sky in soft gold. The same sky Ty once looked at every morning. The ranch is quiet now, almost too quiet. In the distance, little Lyndy stands by the old wooden fence, clutching the horsebrush her father once used. The camera holds on her face a mix of strength and sadness. You can see it in her eyes. She still misses him. No matter how many days have passed, Ty's presence is still everywhere in the sound of the horses, the smell of the earth, and in the way the wind whispers his name. This isn't just another morning at Heartland. This is the morning Lyndy finally faces the pain she's been carrying for far too long. The scene opens with the soft creak of the barn doors. Lyndy, now a little older, walks in wearing her riding boots, her hair slightly messy from sleep. The light coming through the cracks in the wood makes tiny golden lines across her face. She moves slowly, almost carefully, as if afraid to disturb the silence that hangs over the ranch. The camera follows her small steps as she looks around. Everything looks the same, yet nothing feels the same. A dusty photo frame catches her eye. It's a picture of Ty and Amy, smiling after fixing a fence years ago. Lyndy touches it gently, her fingers tracing Ty's face. The memory hits her like a soft wave, the way he laughed. The way he lifted her up when she was scared of riding for the first time. You can almost hear his voice echoing in the barn. "You're brave, kiddo. You've got that Heartland spirit." But that voice is only in her head now. Outside, the morning light spreads across the fields. The horses move slowly, their breath turning to mist in the cool air. Lyndy steps out and watches Spartan, Amy's loyal horse, grazing near the fence. For a moment, she imagines Ty walking beside her, just like he used to. The way he'd put a comforting hand on her shoulder. The way he'd whisper, "You're doing great." The silence feels heavy. Amy watches from the porch, quietly holding a cup of coffee. She knows exactly what her daughter is feeling, the ache that never really goes away. Amy's eyes soften with pride and pain at the same time. She sees how much of Ty lives on in Lyndy, the gentleness, the quiet courage, the love for animals. But she also sees the loneliness her little girl tries so hard to hide. Back inside the barn, Lyndy finds Ty's old riding gloves hanging on a nail. They're worn out, the leather cracked, the fingers curled, as if waiting for his hands to return. She picks them up and holds them close. The smell of old leather mixes with the smell of hay. It's the scent of memory. You can almost feel her heart breaking quietly as she whispers, "I miss you, Daddy." The camera pans up to the sunlight breaking through the roof, dust dancing in the beams. It's peaceful, but it's the kind of peace that comes with pain. Lyndy doesn't cry, she just stands there, breathing deeply, trying to be strong like Amy taught her. But even without tears, you can see it, she's still a little girl missing the man who taught her what love feels like. As the scene fades, the sound of a gentle breeze carries across the ranch. It moves through the open barn doors, across the fields, and into the open sky. For a second, it almost feels like Ty's spirit is still there watching over them, whispering that everything will be okay. The narrator's voice comes in softly, steady and emotional. Sometimes, it's not the storms that hurt the most. It's the silence that comes after. For Lyndy, every sunrise brings a memory of the man she still calls her hero. And even though she's growing up, part of her heart is still waiting for one more ride with her dad. The screen fades to a soft glow, like sunlight breaking through water. The past starts to come alive. Little Lyndy's laughter fills the air, echoing across the ranch like a forgotten melody. It's a memory, gentle and golden. It's a kind that lives forever in a corner of the heart. Ty is there strong, calm, and smiling in that quiet way only he could. He kneels beside a young horse, showing Lyndy how to brush its coat. His hands move slowly, patient and careful. "Always be gentle," he says, his voice full of warmth. "Animals can feel what's in your heart." Lyndy nods, her small hands trying to copy him. The horse snorts softly, and Ty laughs that deep. Comforting laugh that made everything feel safe. The memory shifts, now they're out in the field. The sky is wide and endless, a sea of blue stretching over Heartland. Ty lifts Lyndy onto Spartan's back for the very first time. She's scared, her tiny fingers gripping the saddle. Don't look down, Ty says softly. Look where you want to go. It's a lesson that meant more than just riding. Even now, years later, those words still echo inside her whenever she feels lost. The flashback deepens. The camera shows Ty and Lyndy sitting by the river, skipping stones as the sun goes down. The light dances across the water, turning everything gold and peaceful. One day, Ty tells her, "You're going to do great things here. This place, it's in your blood." Lyndy leans her head on his shoulder. She doesn't say anything, but the look in her eyes says it all. This is her hero, her world. Then the sound fades. The picture blurs. The golden colors start to wash away like watercolor in the rain. The laughter turns into silence. The camera cuts back to the present. Lyndy standing in the same field. Now older, the same wind blowing through her hair. There's no Ty beside her this time. Just the empty space where he used to be. Her eyes close for a moment. And the flashback lingers. The echo of his voice, the warmth of his hand, the promise that he'd always be there. And though she knows he's gone, she can still feel him. In the way Spartan moves. In the sound of the trees. In her own heartbeat, the narrator's voice enters. Low and emotional. Some memories don't fade. They stay like the marks left by reins on a well-worn saddle. Proof of love, proof of life. For Lyndy, every corner of Heartland holds a piece of her father. And no matter how much time passes, those moments still ride with her. The camera pans across the fields once more, golden, endless, alive. A single feather drifts through the air, landing softly on the ground near Lyndy's boots. She looks at it and smiles, a small, knowing smile. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's Ty, telling her he's still there. Still watching, the screen fades to black with soft piano music in the background, a quiet, emotional transition that leaves the audience holding their breath. Remembering their own lost heroes, the sound of morning fills the air, the soft rustle of hay, the whinny of a horse, and the steady creak of the barn door. The world around Heartland is alive, but inside Lyndy, something feels still, almost frozen. She walks through the ranch with slow, measured steps, her boots crunching over gravel. From a distance, it looks like a normal day, but her eyes tell another story. There's a storm behind that calm. She stops by Spartan's stall. The horse nudges her shoulder gently, as if sensing her mood. Lyndy runs her hand along his mane, whispering a soft "Hey, boy," but her voice trembles slightly. This was Ty's horse, his partner, his friend. Every time she looks at Spartan, she remembers her father's laugh. The warmth of his hand on her shoulder, the quiet confidence he carried. Now, all that's left is the echo of those moments. Amy appears in the doorway, holding a bucket of feed. Her smile is tired, but kind. The kind that hides pain behind strength. She watches Lyndy for a moment, her heart aching silently. She knows this look, the quiet way grief sits in her daughter's eyes. It's the same look she once wore herself. Amy walks closer and gently says, "He'd be proud of you, you know." Lyndy forces a smile, the kind that doesn't reach her eyes. "I don't know, Mom. I still can't do it right. The horses listen to you. But with me, they just walk away." Her voice cracks, and she looks down at the dirt floor. Amy sets the bucket aside and kneels beside her. "They don't walk away," she says softly. "They're just waiting for you to believe in yourself, the way your dad believed in you." For a moment, the air stands still. Lyndy looks up, blinking back tears. Amy's eyes glisten too, but she holds them steady. Two hearts, broken by the same loss, trying to stay whole for each other. Later that day, Lyndy tries again. She leads Spartan out to the field, her small hands gripping the rope tight. The camera follows her from behind, the vast fields of Heartland stretching out endlessly ahead. The wind picks up, and strands of her hair blow across her face. She whispers, almost to herself, "You're still here, aren't you, Dad?" The horse turns its head slightly, as if answering her. It's quiet, peaceful. But in that silence, she finds something she hasn't felt in a long time, a tiny flicker of connection. The same one Ty once shared with her. She takes a deep breath, straightens her shoulders, and begins to brush Spartan's coat the way Ty taught her all those years ago. Her movements are careful at first, then stronger. More sure, Amy watches from the porch again, her eyes soft with both pride and sorrow. She whispers, almost to herself, "She's got your hands, Ty, the same way you touched the world with care." The camera pans upward, catching the light breaking through the clouds, a golden beam falling across the field. Landing right where Lyndy stands, the narrator's voice enters. Slow and steady, carrying the weight of years. Grief doesn't vanish. It changes shape. It hides in the quiet moments, the daily chores, the small silences between breaths. But for Lyndy, every step forward is a promise to live the way her father would have wanted, brave, kind, unbreakable. As the music swells, Lyndy finishes brushing Spartan, steps back and smiles just a little, but it's real this time.